problem says, to weave a bracelet, Charlene needs 7 pieces of brown thread. Each piece of thread must be 1/3 yard long. How much thread should she buy to weave the bracelet? I can use a variety of strategies to help me solve. I could use fraction strips, I could draw a picture, I could set up an equation. I'm going to set up an equation. Since Charlene will buy thread by the yard, I need to find out how many total yards she needs. She needs 7 1/3 size pieces of thread. So let's draw 7 thirds as my fraction, and let's break this down into unit fractions of 1/3 and see what I get. So 7 thirds is going to be equal to 1/3, and I'm going to write this out 7 times because it's 7 different pieces broken up into 1/3. So there's 3, and I'll keep writing here. This will be 4. Then I will do my 5th one. I'm getting there. And we'll do the next one. And finally, the last one. So this equation right here shows that 7 thirds, which is what I need 7 pieces divided into 1/3 pieces. And this is equal to 1/3 plus 1/3 plus 1/3. It's essentially equal to 1/3 7 times. I know that 3 thirds is 1 whole yard. So let's take 1/3 plus 1/3 plus 1/3. I know that this equals 3 thirds, which is 1 whole yard. Remember, I'm trying to find out how many total yards I need to buy, or Charlene needs to buy in order to weave the bracelet. So that's 3 thirds. So let's take a look at what I have left. 3 thirds is equal to 1. So 7 thirds is equal to 1. And now I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 thirds left over. Now, I can't go to the store and ask for 4 thirds of a piece of 4 thirds of a yard of a piece of thread. So I need to think about how I'm going to rewrite this. So although 1 4/3 is equivalent to 7 thirds, it is not the standard form of a mixed number and most likely will not help Charlene at the store. I still have a number here that's greater than 1. Let's find another equivalent form. There's another group of 3 in this setup. So if I take this group of 3 thirds, this is a whole nother 1. So this is now equal to, if I change up my color here, 1 plus 1. So I took my 4 thirds here and I made this into a 1. So this is equal to 1. This is equal to 1. And now what am I left with? I'm left with 1/3. So now what I have is I have 2 whole yards right here. I have 2 whole yards. And what I have left over is I have 1/3 left over. So Charlene needs 2 1/3 yards of brown thread in order to make her bracelet. Today, we found that using equivalent different forms of numbers can help solve problems. Sometimes it's helpful to think of a number as a fraction greater than 1, like when we helped Mr. Fox figure out if he had enough servings of bread. Other times it's helpful to rename as a mixed number, like when Charlene was trying to buy the thread. We can use what we know about writing fractions, a sum of other fractions, and representing one or a whole as a fraction. Example, 1 is equal to 3/3 to help write equivalent forms of fractions. As you continue to work on your problems in this shared lesson, think about the different ways that we rewrote mixed numbers into numbers and fractions that are greater than 1 and vice versa.